everyone, it's Jenna. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some of my more recently acquired home decor items. I really try to source things that are not over the top expensive, but that make your home look and feel expensive. So I think I got a lot of stuff that fits into that category today, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. All of these items can really easily fit into lots of different decor styles. So enough chit chat, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing that I got was this super cute little kitchen crock, and I just thought that it looked really vintage and expensive. I feel like if you were to find this at an antique store, it would be like $50 or above, and you guys, it was $9.99 at Tuesday Morning. So a little hack when I'm shopping at Tuesday Morning or Home Goods or whatever, I always go and look at the kitchen crocks for planters or pots or things that I'm going to use floral arrangements for, because they're typically so much cheaper than like a vase. So I really find that Home Goods and Tuesday Morning and stuff, it's usually $15 or below. $10 to $12 is really what you would pay for a kitchen crock, and they have such cute ones. So yeah, that's where I got this guy in the little kitchen section, and I figured it'd be really cute just styled in my living room as accent decor with maybe some dried florals in it for the fall season, and then I can kind of switch it up as the seasons change. But I liked that it was kind of like a small to medium sized vase. I talk about this all the time on my channel, but I feel like I have a bunch of really big statement vases, but it's fun to have little small accent pieces like this. So okay, so this next thing that I bought, I actually was going to get it at Target, but then I was at TJ Maxx and I saw this one and I really liked it. So it's this really cool wooden ring decor piece. So this guy was 25 bucks, and I really love the warmth and texture this adds, especially if you have kind of like a larger scale area you're trying to take up space with and decorate. This is really great for minimalistic decor. So I'm just gonna pop this on my console table. I feel like it'll really warm it up for the fall season, especially because most of the things that I have on my console table are not wood. So this will just be a really nice way to kind of tie in the wood tones throughout my living room, provide some visual interest, and I don't know, I just really love this. They have a super similar one at Target. I think the wooden rings are just like a little bit darker in tone, but it's like basically the same thing. I think it's 5 links, and I actually talked about it in my last dupe video. So I saw this and I couldn't pass it up. I just thought it would be really pretty, and like I said, I like how it takes up kind of a lot of space. So, you know, if you're struggling to style a coffee table or a console table or something like that, or even like a nightstand, something that's large and you just need to take up space with, I feel like these are great, especially just stacked on top of a stack of books or something like that. You can't go wrong with these, and these are the kind of decor piece that you could totally just move throughout your house when you got bored of it in a certain spot. So all right, so I was gonna say this next thing is for my readers out there, but I guess you really don't have to be a reader to appreciate these just because they're so pretty. They are these really pretty leather bookmarks. So these guys were super affordable. I think it was like $6 for a pack of 3, and I just love how simple they are, but yet they look kind of elegant because they're made of leather. So if you're wondering where the third one is, it's actually sitting in my book. I actually just keep my book out all the time because I think it's so pretty looking. I kind of have it on display in my little reading corner. It's kind of like functional decor, I guess. These also make great gifts if you want to maybe give somebody a book and then this along with it. I just think that's a little bit more of a personal touch. I mean, if I got this as a gift, I would be ecstatic, and it's like $2 if you want to give it to somebody by itself. So what I do like though is that it comes in a group of 3, so if you are reading several books at a time or whatever, I don't know, do you guys read multiple books at one time? I just really think these are pretty, and they look really gorgeous if you're one of those people who keeps your book out on a nightstand or a little reading nook, whatever. So all right, so this next item is definitely my favorite piece in this entire haul. It might even be my favorite piece that I bought this year. It is this really pretty rustic looking planter. Now, I've talked about this a bunch. I've had this linked on my Like to Know It. I've had this in my dupe video, and I finally bought one for myself, and I got it today. I picked it up from Target. It is available online only, so it's not available in stores or anything like that. I love this. I had totally contemplated many times just sucking it up and buying an expensive vintage pot like this. They go for like $200+ to have a real vintage one, but I feel like this looks super duper similar. Like, almost identical. And I don't know if you guys can see, but mine kind of came with like a more dusty kind of look, so it even looked vintagey. You know, if you really wanted to, you could just go outside and rub some dirt on it and really give it an authentic vintage look. I actually thought about like getting some clay wet and kind of dabbing it on there, so it kind of gave it like that dusty clayish vibe, but it's like not actually dirty. So maybe in like a day in a life vlog, that can be an experiment that we try. But today I'm actually going to make a really fun fall arrangement in here. I'm gonna get some really pretty eucalyptus and just like maybe some fall accented stems and put it in here because my parents are coming this week, and I just thought that this was so pretty and I wanted it out front and center. I love the texture on here. I just think that this is such a gorgeous piece. It can totally transition into any season. I love black. I think it's super classic and expensive looking, especially when it has like that old vintage look. I feel like that is so timeless and would definitely be an expensive looking piece to incorporate into your home. This guy was only 30 bucks. I mean, compared to like those $200 ones, like that is such a steal, especially when it looks, I mean, pretty much identical in my opinion. So this is by Threshold at Target. I will link this one below. I will link everything that I possibly can below from this haul, because I know some things like the Tuesday morning stuff isn't linkable, but most things are. So anyways, that's this guy. All right, I think I'm not unique in the fact that I love fall candles, right? So this one I found at actually Walmart, and I am obsessed with this candle. This is probably my favorite candle I've had throughout this season because it's a single wick. I personally don't notice a difference between the aroma intensity of a 3-wick candle versus a 1-wick candle, but I just like that they last longer. So this guy smells really good. It's not overwhelmingly pumpkin or apple cidery, but it just kind of smells like crisp air. Like it has little hints of apple and fall and spicy smells in it, but it's not like crazy sweet or anything like that. I always find when I burn a sweet candle, it makes me hungry. I want like a cinnamon roll now. So I like that this one doesn't do that. I love that it's neutral. It looks really pretty. And I also like that it's a very tall shape, so you can totally layer it with other candles and decor. And this candle is like $7, which I think is a good price, especially for something that lasts that long. All right, so I know I always talk about little small accent pieces and how it's kind of nice to work those into your decor and really vary your decor in size and shape. And I feel like this piece totally does that. So this is with the new Hearth and Hand collection from Magnolia at Target, and I really like this. It kind of has that like old vintagey charcoal clayish look. It was $8.99, which I don't think is too bad, and I think this is a really great accent piece for the holidays or fall. It's so easy to just pop some dried florals in there, especially if you have shelves or something like that. I think this is a really pretty piece just to throw on there for only $9. I figured it was super cute. I love personally black accents. I think that they look really expensive and also classic. They also have this in a bunch of different sizes as well, so they would all look really great together. You could totally put some florals in here for a centerpiece if you got all of them together. I think that would be really pretty. So yeah, I like how they kind of work together in a set and they're designed that way. So yeah. All right, so this next item, I actually took a poll on my Instagram and I asked you guys if I should buy it or not. And I think like 77% said no, but I bought it anyways because I was in love with it. It is this really pretty vintage breadboard. If you're one of the 23% that said yes, thank you. How do you not think this is the prettiest thing ever? I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. The lady that even sold me this was like, yeah, I don't get why everyone likes the used one. And I'm like, really? I don't know, I just think it's so pretty. This guy was only $60, which is crazy because these go for upwards of $100 online on Etsy, the true authentic aged ones like this that have this really pretty aged patina. I just think that this really adds so much rustic charm to your decor that you can't get from anything new. And this was the best price that I've ever seen. Usually when I see one, they're $90 or above. So, you know, I just went for it, and I'm just gonna put this right up on our backsplash, layer it with another vintage breadboard that I found, and I think that it'll just really give it that cute, cottagey, rustic look that I'm going for. Just wanna feel like I'm cooking something in like the Mediterranean or in a field in Italy or something like that. Just kind of be transported somewhere when I'm cooking. So I think that this, for me personally, really does that. So, all right, to add to that really pretty Mediterranean, Italian, rustic charm, I got this gorgeous olive tree. Now, I'm totally putting this right front and center on my countertop. I'm going to kind of layer it in a little tray that I have that I got from Target that I also feel looks very Tuscan Mediterranean vibes because it's like made out of this stone. But yeah, I love this. I love how it looks really realistic. Now, this guy was from Pottery Barn, which I don't normally shop at, but this guy was only 33 bucks on clearance. It was originally $50. I do believe it is sold out now. I did post it on my Like to Know It. I really try to post things on there when they're on clearance or there's a good sale so you guys can instantly get it, because things like this do sell out super quickly. I know it's a little bit on the expensive side for something that I'm used to buying, but I think that, you know, this was totally worth it. If I see anything similar like this, I will link it below. I do think sometimes it's just really worth it to invest in a high quality fake plant, especially somewhere where you're going to see it all the time, like a kitchen countertop or something like that. So I really love this, and it totally adds to that like rustic charm that I'm going for in my kitchen. All right, so for these last couple items, we're kind of moving more into the wintry Christmas spirit. So this is actually a garland that I got from, I believe, TJ Maxx. It was either TJ Maxx or Marshalls, I'm not sure. But you guys, this is super realistic looking. Look at those branches. They do not look like those fakey, brushy, like rough, scratchy type ones. This guy was 30 bucks. It's a 6-foot garland. I bought 2 of them. I bought them for my mantle. I think these are gonna look so pretty, kind of layered with some other stems that I have to make it look really thick and full. You could also use it as a little centerpiece on a table just to like lay across the whole table. I think that would be really pretty with some candles layered in it. I wanted to tell you guys about this before this one sells out, because I know stuff on there goes really quickly. Hopefully it's not sold out by the time I get this video up, but it took a long time to get here, and I honestly feel like I might order more because I think they'd be really pretty on my staircase to kind of drape them up the staircase. We will see. I really like this. I love the pine cones. I think those even look really realistic. So yeah, I know it's early for Christmas decor, but you know, when I see something for this good of a price and this good of quality, I could not pass it up. Because honestly, sometimes you're taking a gamble when you order things from TJ Maxx or Marshalls, just because I feel like they don't have a lot of pictures and there's never reviews, so sometimes it's kind of risky. But when I got this in the mail, I was honestly shocked at how good quality this was for the price. So, you know, worst case, you can always return it, which is why I usually just chance it, and then you can just take it back if you don't like it. But I really like this guy. That's the garland. Okay, so this next item I've actually talked about before on my dupes video, and I was like so stoked by the dupe that I bought one myself, even though I had the original. So let me show you the two, and I can kind of hold them up and you guys can see how awesome this dupe is. So the original blanket that I bought was from Pottery Barn. It was, I don't know, like $200 maybe, and this is it. It's super thick. It's so comfortable. I sleep with this thing every night. I did put it through the dryer one time though, and I kind of ruined it. I don't know if you guys can see, it just doesn't look as soft, and there's some spots where it's like discolored where the dryer actually burned it. So if you ever get one of these, do not put it in the dryer. I learned that lesson the hard way. But it's super thick and pretty, and I just think it looks so beautiful just thrown on a bed for texture. So I got this guy, and then I actually ordered the dupe, which is on Wayfair, and this guy was close to $200, and then this guy was only 50 bucks. And as you guys can see, it's not as thick. So I'll show you the edges. So like this is the edge of the Pottery Barn one, and then like this is the edge of this one. It's not as thick, it's definitely thinner, but if you're just wanting the look and coziness, this thing delivers. I actually put this out in our little reading corner just because I feel like it looks so cozy. It adds such a beautiful neutral texture to the room. And you guys, it is so soft. Like, oh my gosh, I wish you could feel it through the camera. It is so pretty, and it's totally worth the $50. I know it's a lot for a throw, but sometimes when you have those statement throws, I feel like they are very expensive, especially those chunky knit throws. Those are really big during the holidays as well, and even the cheap ones are like $100. So it was 50 bucks when I bought it. It was on sale. I don't know what the price is now, but I will link it below as well. But it is just so beautiful, and it looks so pretty just thrown on a chair or a sofa or whatever, and it is so nice to just curl up with when the weather gets cold. It's definitely our warmest throw that we have. So Really, really like this one. Okay, and then my last thing is actually not here yet, so I'm hoping I'm able to insert some footage once I get it. If I get it before this video goes out, I don't know if I will. But if not, it's this really pretty hanging bell set that I got from Amber Interiors. Now, you guys, it was actually a really decent price, and I loved how the quality of the bells just looked to be really vintage and old and have character. The description does say that they're handmade, so I figured they'd be really pretty just like hanging off a mantle with my new garland, or maybe like in the middle of a wreath, or maybe on like the pole of our stairway. I just think that they're a really expensive looking Christmas decor piece that has character and is still like neutral and classy. I feel like it's something that would just like be straight out of a magazine. Granted, it is a designer piece, but I figured it was actually a really good price. I believe the small one was $25 and the large one was $35. And by large, it says medium on the website, but that was the one I ordered, was the medium one. So hopefully I get it in time in order to insert some video footage. But if not, I'm sure I will post about it more on my Christmas decor videos. So anyways, that is really it, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this. Leave me a comment down below as to what your favorite piece of decor was. I'm kind of curious. Like, I always just buy things I like, but I'm curious like what kind of things you guys gravitate towards. So definitely let me know in the comments. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!